Okay, I definitely don't know. The more you start hearing about, sim theory, the more it kind of like starts blowing your mind, right? And you're like, oh my god, like this is actually like a possibility. We've seen it in movies, right? It's been recreated over and over again in things like The Matrix, and who knows, right? But Gio, I would love for you to outline why you think we're in a simulation and the evidence.
Okay, so there, it's more of an argument. It's almost like math. Like you have to take math for what it is, right? It doesn't necessarily represent reality, but it's a really good like representation of what it could be, right? And so there are three premises that we need to accept before we then say, okay, this is very likely that we are not in base reality, but we're in some sort of like uh, emulation or something that's being created at a level higher than base reality, right? So the first premise is that it is physically possible to to develop more and more sophisticated simulations over time. We already know that we are making pretty good ones right now, right? If we go to, like on Grand Theft Auto, like the simulations are pretty good now, and we're they're gonna continue to get better for a while. But let's say that the first premise is that they will continue to get way better to the point that if you jump into one, like you can't even tell. The pixelation is so high that it pretty much resembles base reality. That's the first premise. The second premise is that we, as either us as humans or our successors, are going to allow this to happen. If not for some legal reason or some moral argument, we ban these simulations. Not that it's physically possible, but we allow it as a civilization. And then the third premise is that given these simulations, we run what are called ancestor simulations, where, let's say, in the year 3000, somebody built a simulation that runs what Earth was like at the beginning of the 21st century, like it is right now. And they're running these simulations with people in them that are virtual, like us, and they're acting out in the way that we're acting out our world right now, right? So these are the three premises: that simulations are possible, that we allow them to happen, and that we build ancestor simulations, which is a specific type of simulation. I guess an extra requirement is that we not only build one, but we build billions of these simulations, right? Kind of like we build billions of computers now, right? We have billions of computers all over the world. We build billions of these simulations all running currently. So then the argument then states that where are you most likely to have been born? There's one base reality, and there are billions of simulations running. Where are you most likely to have been born? By statistics, you are most likely to have been born in one of the simulations than the base reality, just because there's way more of them.
Theoretically, right? Like
Theoretically.
there would be way more simulations. There would be a possibility of there being like one real Earth, like real life and real
Mhm.
um, experience, right? Like you only get one, you die. That's it. Like
Yeah. When you're born, you roll the dice and you figure out where did you land. Did you land in one of the simulations, or did you land in the one base reality? Right? Uh, and then it seems like, well, just from the odds, the numbers, you're more likely to have been born in a simulation, given the other three premises.